Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers. So for today we are going to be doing a photo shoot makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys missed me because I miss you too guys. So I hope you guys are okay. How have you been doing? How was the Ramadan? How was your Eid? And we are looking forward to the next Eid, inshallah. So guys, how was Easter too and all that? And yeah, I had to take a break. The Ramadan thing was not easy for me. The month of Ramadan was not really easy for me, so I decided to just take a little break, and then boom, I am back. So you guys, let's jump right into the video. So as you can see, something new is happening here. So I have been doing this eyebrow tutorial that I'm going to show you guys today. I have been doing this eyebrow for a very long time now. I just decided to just bring it back again because this brow tamer they've been doing in the market nowadays, they don't really work for me. I don't even know how to use them. Only if you want to use your hair wax, that edge control thing. But instead of wasting your money or doing anything like that, I would advise you to practice using a soap. This is more efficient, and this is way better than the brow tamer thing, because this ends up looking matte, that if you add powder to it, and it also ends up staying all day long. The only disadvantage of using brows soap for your brows is when she gets sweaty. When she gets sweaty, to touch the brows and it will just run down inside her eyes and everything just becomes a mess. So you don't want that, guys. I would advise you to stick to the brow tamer, but I prefer using this soap. So what I did was I sprayed my soap with setting spray, made sure it was a little bit soaked, then I brushed, not too much. I used setting spray because I don't want to use water so that it will not be too much. I just want it to be very light. So you just brush your brow tint, your brow brush, that's your mascara wand or your spoolie, just brush it over the soap and then place it on the person's eyebrow, and you just want to make sure the brows are full. Okay, so her brows is very full, so guys, sorry for the background noise. I don't know if the mic is picking the noise, but my gen is on. There is no light. The heat is something else here. So the northern part of Nigeria is very hot. I don't know if you guys experience this. Comment down below if you wherever you are, if it's very hot. Just me, tell me where you're coming, oh god, English. Okay, so just me where you're watching this video from. Tell me how is your weather now, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. So let's move on. So after pressing the brows down, I outlined her brows, outlined the shape of the brows, placed everything there, and then boom, this is it, guys. So I'm going to be using the Ferrarici concealer to clean out the brows. I'm going to be using a very light shade. I want the makeup to come out very well. So as you can see, there is hair under her brows, but the way I pressed it very well with the soap, everything just stays intact. Yeah, so I prefer using the soap than using the brow tamer thing. It doesn't stay very well, but the soap is going to make it sticky. And there's this glue, brow glue, or is it face glue, the one they use in pressing down eyebrows too, that too I think is very okay if you're doing this crazy makeup thing. I don't know, now you people, they shall use that one. So as you can see, I'm going to be blending that out. After blending that out, can you see her eyebrows? Look how neat it is, guys. Trust me, the camera is not doing justice to this eyebrow. When you see it by, you think maybe the brows were carved and all that, only when you come very closer. But yeah, I know I've tried. So if you want to comment me, just send me a heart-shaped emoji down below, and I love you too, guys. So let's keep moving. So as you can see, I kept doing her eyebrows. After that, we blended the eyebrows and then we moved on to the moisturizer. After moisturizing her skin, I used the Cetaphil moisturizer to moisturize her skin. I used the milk makeup yeah, that was their moisturizer, that whole grip something, forgotten the name. I think I'm going to be dropping it down below. I know some of you are angry with me because I don't drop my handle, the makeup thing on my guys. You don't understand. I've been pressing myself to do this video because I don't want to give up on YouTube. Seriously, it doesn't really pay me very well, but alhamdulillah, and it's not easy creating content like this every blessed week. So I pray to Allah that this little break I took, this 1 month Ramadan break I took, I pray I come back better, and I prayed I come back with full energy and full force, because I really don't want to give up on this YouTube, seriously. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm just going to be blending out the foundation. You want to make sure you blend that out smoothly. I use the Super Stay foundation. Is it in Cocoa Meal? One in Cocoa Meal and the other one in Mocha. So I used the darker one in Mocha to do the outer part of her face, while the inner one I used the Cocoa Meal. The Meal is spelled M-I-E-L. Yeah, so I'm going to be using the Mocha shade to do the outer part. Some people say Mocha, some people say Mocha, but then again, I'll just blend that out. So after that, I'm going to be using the Fit Me concealer. I'll be using the shade 01 for the inner part of her eyes, the inner part of her under eyes, while I'll be using the shade 02 for the outer part of her highlight. Guys, I want this makeup to be really full coverage makeup. It's a photography makeup, so you want everywhere to just pop. So as you can see, I'm going to be making the highlights very light, and then I'm going to be making the the contours not very dark, just there, because I want the makeup to be very bright enough so that it comes out with what she's wearing, because what she's wearing is very elegant. I don't know if you guys have seen this picture on Instagram. If you guys go check my page on Instagram at Hadidi Makeovers, you're going to be seeing the picture of this lady right here. Her name is Zelina. You're going to be seeing her pictures. We did a collaboration shoot with at Badaski Fashion House. So the dress is very beautiful. It's an Ankara. I think she does international and more of African countries. I don't know, but you guys, if you love the dress, go check out my Instagram page, and if you see the thumbnail, I know you understand how beautiful this dress is. Like a ball gown, but made in Ankara. So if you want to see the picture, is on my Instagram page. Just scroll down and you see it. I shot this video in during Ramadan, so I couldn't edit and post for you guys to watch because the fasting was not easy this year. Astaghfirullah. So look at this. Now I'm going to be blending the highlight. You want to make sure you get all of that one in. So that you can continue. So after that, you want to set your highlight. As you can see, it's very, very bright. The highlight is looking super bright. So after setting with powder, I went ahead to contour the side of her nose just to get me that contoured thingy. On her side of her nose to make her nose a little bit thinner. So I'm going to be setting with the setting powder. I'm using the Eyebrow setting powder to do this. So as you can see, I told you I want the face to be very bright. That's why I'm going very crazy with the baking. Yes, I'm going very crazy with the baking of the face so that we don't get to be, so we don't make mistakes. So after baking, you want to make sure you set the whole face with powder so that you know your stance with all of this. So after setting the whole face, I'm going to go in with the blush. I'm going to be using my blush palette from Elf Beauty. My blush is from Elf Beauty. So I'm going to be, is it Elf Makeup? Elf Makeup, sorry. So after applying that, I'm going to be setting the side of her cheekbones with a darker shade of powder. You want to get into those areas, and most especially there is a tip for you today. So if you want to set, if you have applied too much blush and you want to reduce the quantity, just go ahead and use a powder. Maybe a powder darker than her, slightly darker than the shade of the person, or you use a powder, her shade of powder. So I went ahead to just tone that down. So we are moving on to the eyes. I'm going to be applying eye primer. I'm going to make sure I set that properly. Then we move on to the eyeshadow. I use the Morphe eyeshadow palettes to do the contours, and then did the transition like that. You want to make sure you blend out smoothly. After I'm done with the contour and the transition, I went into my powder palette again just to set the brow bone. Guys, you don't want to leave that part of the brows with powder like that. So you want to make sure you set it, blend everything out, and then boom, we move on to the main eyeshadow. I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit of eye primer just to cut out her crease. It's not that I'm cutting out the crease per se, you just want to use eye primer to cut the crease just a little bit, just to get the part where I'm going to be applying the eyeshadow. So let's move on. So I'm going to be applying the Beauty by AD eyeshadow palette in Twisted. I'll be applying the shade, I think, Chioma. Yes, I'm using the shade Chioma on her eyelids. This eyeshadow is the bomb, guys. Even if you're applying it with that eye primer and you're applying this eyeshadow, there's a way the eyeshadow looks. It looks very popping, like everything will just be poop poop poop. Everything looks very pigmented. That's the word I'm looking for. I said poop poop poop. Ew. Okay, so the very word I'm looking for, the eyeshadow is very pigmented. Can you see this, guys? Very, very pigmented because I used eye primer. So I don't know. Yeah, so we moved on to using mascara. I'm using the 3x, is it 13 or 18 XL mascara. That's the extra large mascara. This mascara is super, it's just the best, guys, and it's very affordable. I think I bought it 1K. Yeah, it's available at the studio share. But yeah, we moved on to I'm going to be applying the eyelashes. Yeah, I used the eyelashes from Wink Lashes in, is it Regal? Yeah, I love this particular lashes from Wink Eyelashes. So after that, we are going to be lining her eyes just to give the eyes a little bit of definition, and then we move on. We lined the waterline too. We lined the upper eyes, and then after that we move on to the lips. So I want to take off the powder a little bit before I move on to the lips. Moving on to the lips, I'm applying the brow gel from Hair Guy and Esther in the shade Ebony. I'm going to be using this as a lip liner today. So I want her lips to be a little bit poppy. Like, oh god, this English. Maybe it's because it has been long I did a voiceover. So if this is sounding too cranky or too weird, you guys should please pardon me and just take it as it is. I wanted doing just music alone without doing the voiceover, but I felt okay, I need to talk to you guys because it has been long. I spoke to you guys and all that. Yeah, so I decided to just record a voiceover. So I used the Khalifa lip stain in the shade Zara for the inner part of her lips, and then yeah, this is it. And I topped it up with the Fenty Beauty Glossier Bomb. Is it lip gloss? Yes, in the shade Bomb. I can't remember, guys, but if I can just drop everything in the description box for you guys to see. So after that, so I moved on to take off the setting powder. We're going to be taking off the setting powder right now. So can you see how bright the inner part of her eyes are looking? See how pigmented the eyeshadow is. See the lip gloss, that fancy Bomb lip gloss. Oh god, English. Lip gloss. I said lip gloss. Lip gloss. See how cute she looks. So I'm going to be going ahead to use the Fenty Beauty highlighter Kilowatt, and then I'm going to be highlighting her face with that. Can you see how cute she looks? If you love this makeup, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, after all of that, the hairstylist was already waiting for us. We finished everything and all that. So guys, I love you guys so much. This is Hadidi Makeovers. I'm going to see you guys on Thursday. I don't know if I'll be uploading this now, Tuesday, but I'll see you guys on Thursday. I love you guys so much. Bye.